Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. This is Sophie. On this channel we'll be going over our budget as well as doing some cash stuffing and some mini savings challenges and anything else revolving my budget and my debt-free journey. We'll be doing a check-in on my budget for the week. This is the coins that I collected for the purchases that I made this week. And then as you can see, there's like different piggy banks here for different denominations of the coins. So this big one is a Hello Kitty little van, and it's gonna have the 25-cent ones. This little jar used to be a candy jar, and it's gonna have the pennies. This little piggy right here, I got it off of Wish, and it's gonna have the nickels, and this is going to house my dimes until I can get something good. Okay, now that I have that out of the way, let's go ahead and review what we spent this week. Sorry if the video is kind of shaky, it's just because the camera stand that I have for my iPhone is kind of not the greatest quality, so apologies. So this is the overview of what I spent in regards to my bank account for the first week of August, to include the tail end of July, just because my paycheck comes in at the end of July and it's a monthly paycheck. So the first thing was HP Inkjet. It's a subscription at $7.57. I wanted to say I budgeted for $8, and then for my cash envelopes I budgeted $9.91, as discussed in the previous video, for my dog's Chewy. This is their food for the month, and we budgeted $170. It's at $160.49. For Acorn, this is for rolling over like any coinage, I guess, from the expenses. For instance, like if this is 49 cents, right, to get to $1, it'll be like 51 cents. So that'll get added to this increment here, and then used to invest in whatever portfolio that Acorn decides to do for my investments. So that came out to $5.06 for the 1st of August. And then for my first pet insurance, because they bill it 2 different times, it was $53.02. For Target, we cleared it at $334.90, and that was a debt to my old credit card that was in collections. For Citizens, this is a student loan debt that I had. We were able to clear this out with $605 instead of the $665 I was estimating, or $656 that I was estimating. For my renter's insurance, this is a bill of $25.75. I think I budgeted $26, not $60, $26 for my husband's lab work for our baby. We budgeted at $40, and it came out to $39.49 for the month. Chase, this is a debt that I have. It's at $50 for my student loan right now, because the Citizens bank one was at $605 instead of what I budgeted. Instead of the budgeted $50 that I put towards it, I snowballed it and did a 101.10. That's a 10 towards the student loan instead of my usual 50, so that was nice. And then the certificate for my son, we put in 75 instead of the 44 that we have in the cash envelope, because my husband was able to give me $500 to use in our joint account. So my salary is considered our joint account, where for the bank account that I use, and that way he has access to see what's going on in that account. And then I do have like other separate accounts besides this joint account, because all of our bills come out from this specific account. So because my son was just born, we had to order his birth certificate at $54.36 was the cost of 2. birth certificates. And then vision for my husband, it's monthly at $12.24. We budgeted at $13 instead of at that $12.24, so we have a little buffer. And then Sam's Club, we just went for some groceries at $146.35. It hasn't posted yet, so I don't want to include what date it is, just because when it posts it might be a different date and I don't want to white it up. So here is our monthly overview, right? So renter's insurance is already taken out at $25.75 instead of the budgeted $26. HP Inc. already came out at $7.57. IDQ came out at $26.99 instead of that $27. Chewy came out to $160.49 instead of that $170. And then for vision, instead of $13, it was at $12.24. Lives came out at $39.49 instead of $40. And then down here, all of our credits and loans came out already. Again, that $605. Because of that, I was able to roll it over or snowball it down to the student loan at $101.10. So overall totaling at $1091, still the same amount. Just because the rest added up to equate the amount that I budgeted towards it. That's what we spent for the first week of August to include the end of July. Thank you for staying tuned towards the end of the video, and just keep I guess watching until the end of the month. Hopefully I'll stay consistent and keep track of like what we're spending, and we'll go ahead and moderate what we're spending for next month in September, just because this is a learning process, and I know that I'm not going to be perfect in regards to what me and my husband are spending for the month. I know stuff is gonna happen, life happens, but hopefully you guys can ride along and see what happens. But thank you. Have a wonderful day, evening, or night, or whenever you're watching this video. Bye.